couple of days back, I told you about Coca-Cola and this absolutely crackpot idea that they were going to actually train their employees to be less white. Because if you're less white, you're less arrogant and you're less nasty. And I put that film out a couple of days ago. Now, I put these videos out because very often I want you to see and hear stories that otherwise you simply will not get from mainstream media. And I've been doing that now for about a year, and I hope you think I do manage to tick that box. But this is not just an exercise in venting our anger at some of the madnesses that are going on in this woke world. It is a means to actually getting things changed. And I've got some good news for you, because there were 2 or 3 of us, a couple in America, a couple in the UK, that picked up on this story and went for it. And as a result of this, Coca-Cola were facing an onslaught of online criticism. So they put out a statement to say that being less white was not the focus of their activities in terms of educating their employees, and they would continue to redefine their curriculum. That led to more people emailing, to more people being outraged. And now Coca-Cola have said that this will not be part of their employee training. So they've dropped it. They've dropped this dreadful idea of telling people to be less white, of telling people who are white to be utterly ashamed of who they are and what they stand for. And this is a big victory, and we have been a part of this. You have been a part of this. I got a lot of emails, a lot of messages from those of you that have watched my video, almost with incredulity that a firm like Coca-Cola could be doing this. Woke capitalism is what it's known as, when big companies have somebody right on in the HR department who thinks they need to do this for popularity. So this is a big kickback. It's a big victory. And it's why I do want you to keep watching my videos. I do want you to keep getting in touch with me via the website, emailing me stories that you've seen that nobody else has covered. And when you do see me picking up an issue that you think matters and you think should be changed, I want you to share these videos and yourself, if it's relevant, complaining to your local MPs. If, in the case of Coca-Cola, emailing the company. We proved in the last few days with Coca-Cola that we can get things changed. So I'm really happy about that. Now, one thing we haven't yet changed, and I'm speaking to you now on Tuesday morning, is the story that I was uncovering last April and last May when I was going out day after day into the English Channel and showing you videos of these migrant dinghies coming across from Calais and all along the North French coast, coming into the United Kingdom. I covered, I think, the scale of that story. Mainstream media did then pick up on it. And then, of course, I went to the hotels and showed you the billions that we're spending over the course of the next few years. Now, last week, the Immigration Minister, Chris Philp, put out a statement to say that 70% of those who so far this year had attempted to come from Calais had been stopped on the beaches. So the extra 30 million quid we'd given the French authorities was working, and that now we weren't members of the European Union, we would start returning people who had illegally come to Britain and had come here through a safe country like France. Well, it was all very bullish, as it nearly always is, from Priti Patel and Chris Philp, but none of it ever matches reality, because this very morning, a boat landed on a beach at Walmer in Kent, near Deal, and 21 migrants got off the boat and ran off into the Kent countryside. As I speak to you, they're being hunted down by Kent police. 50 that we know of came into Dover yesterday. It'll be a lot more today. And whatever Chris Philp said, so far this year, the numbers that are coming are even bigger than last year. It was 8,500 that we know of that crossed the Channel by small boat last year. And from what I can see, we may well have left the EU. We may well have left the Dublin Convention, but we don't have any agreement with the French government on returns. So we've won on Coca-Cola, but to stop the massive cost of people coming into Britain illegally, the vast majority of whom would never, ever qualify to be refugees, let alone what the security risk is of people who we've got no idea who they are coming into and being allowed to stay in our country. So we haven't won this one yet, but I will keep pumping out information you won't get from mainstream media. And I want you to go on watching, to go on complaining, and to go on putting on pressure for change, because that's what we want. We want to improve things. So look, a massive thank you from me to all of you who watched that Coca-Cola video, spread it around and complained to the company, because we've actually made something just a bit better.